Greetings and salutations and all that good stuff. How's it going, guys? Rick here for another video for the Suck Less series. And I have been told by you youngins that lists are the way to go. So what I'm doing is a series of videos that are 5 things certain types of musician need to know when they go to the gig. All right? Today, I'm going to start with a general one. Now, there's not going to be any instrument playing in this one. I'm just going to gap. Okay? But it's okay. I wrote shit down. So, okay. 5 things every instrumentalist needs to know when they get to the gig. Show up on time. Now, that should go without saying, but apparently a lot of you don't get this. Show up on time does not mean get there for when your set starts. Okay? If you're playing at 9:30 or 12:30 or whatever, show up on time means show up before the doors open for the club, okay? Every gig is going to have a call time. That means you show up for call time. Load your gear in then, okay? Don't load it in when the bar's open. Don't load it in. Now, if you want to load it out after your gig, I get that, right? But show up on time. Not showing up on time is a great way to make sure that you don't get booked again, okay? Because you look like an idiot. Second, borrowing gear. Now, this is going to happen, okay? You're going to have to borrow gear at some point. Something's going to fail, something's going to break, or you're on a bill and you're sharing backline. And what that means is that you're not using your full amp, right? Like, it's very common for a guitar player to bring just his guitar head and use somebody else's cab. It's very common for drummers to share a drum kit and just bring what's called breakables, which we'll talk about later. But you're going to have to borrow gear or loan gear because somebody may end up using yours. So, common bits of etiquette around that. Check and make sure somebody at that show is bringing the gear you need. Or bring it yourself and then let people use it. However, you must assume that people who are using your gear don't know how it works or don't know how to plug into it. For instance, you would be surprised how many guitar players don't know what ohmage is. Okay? Oh, the cable goes from here to here. Yeah, but it could be an 8 ohm out on your amp. It could be a 16 ohm out on this guy's amp, and they plug into completely different things, all right? So you need to pay attention to that. Be there. If somebody's using your gear, be there to tech it for them. If you're using somebody's gear, treat it like something you're going to have to pay for if you break it, because you're going to have to pay for it if you break it. That's how this works, okay? Third, setting up and line check. Look, not everybody's going to get a sound check, guys. That's just how it works. Sometimes you're going to get up there and you're just going to, it's basically going to be make some noise, okay, go. It's going to happen. Accept it. Also, if you're given a set time, when you're setting up for that set time, don't dick around, okay? You have to start when the stage manager says you're going to start. When the guy who booked the gig says you're going to start, okay? You have to pay attention to this stuff. Start when you're supposed to start and when you're supposed to end. It is a complete dick move to not pay attention to those. Yes, I know this is a hobby for most of us. Yes, I know it doesn't pay a lot of money. But that doesn't mean you don't have to act like a professional, okay? There's a certain line you have to hit. At least try and act like an adult, okay? And I'm sorry I even have to say these things. All right, next up. Tearing down. When your set is done, tear down your gear and get it off the stage. It's that simple. As soon as you're done playing, it is not time to drink a beer. It is not time to talk to people. Get your gear off first because the next band has to set up. You're chewing up their time by your inability to handle your shit, okay? Tear down quickly and concisely and politely. Don't wreck other people's gear. Don't shove things around. Just get your stuff, clear it off the stage, pack it up off the stage if you have to, but clear the scene of the crime so that somebody else can do their time, all right? And lastly, yes, this is very important, and hopefully Chris is able to beat this. Every band needs an oh fuck bag. Now, what is an oh fuck bag? Well, a bag full of things that would make, that without them, you might say, oh fuck. You need duct tape. You need backup cables. You need backup AC cables, patch cables, mic cables. Basically, you should always have a bag that goes to every gig with you that has oh fuck supplies, all right? Extra straps, strap locks, odds and ends, right? And there's no such thing as too much duct tape. As a matter of fact, get Gorilla Tape if you can. It's even better. As a matter of fact, I carry 2 colors of duct tape. I carry bright orange and black. Black is for taping down things that I don't want seen. Orange is for taping down things that I don't want stepped on so people can see the orange, right? Important cables, stuff like that. But it's enough to keep you from tripping. And push comes to shove, you can use it to tape the damn kick drum to the ground if it'll slide around, right? Because you don't have a carpet, stuff like that, okay? So remember, bring an old fuck bag. Always think ahead, right? Like Boy Scouts, be prepared. Anyway, guys, that's Suck Less, a General 5. I'll see you next week for, what was I going to do? Guitar players and bass players. All right, guys. Suck Less.